My name's Brianna Eckley. I started the Homebased Bodyworkers group just because I noticed that there were a lot of questions in different Facebook groups that were surrounding being a home-based body worker, but there wasn't necessarily a community of people who do that. So I thought it was something that was needed. And, there's different people that I definitely look up to. And I personally feel that this industry needs a big overhaul, and it's part of the reason so many people have decided to start working from home. Um, so that's what attracted me to your organization. So Stephanie, if you could take it away and tell me a little bit about you and your organization.
So my name is Stephanie Rodriguez. I am the founder of USOLMT, and we started this back in 2020. We originally started it right about the time people were starting to go back to work during the pandemic. I think there was still a lot of nervousness of people trying to go back and not really having a lot of guidance in what they were doing. And so I wanted to be a resource for people. And so I just started a group, and then eventually it kind of grew into a whole new association. So it's kind of a 2-year process, but really our mission is to empower all of our massage therapists. We really want to try to work to get people more involved in the industry. And there's so many challenges right now that we're facing in our industry, that we really just want to kind of pull people in and help them to recognize the challenges that they're going to be facing and help them navigate those things, and not only just advocate for therapists, but really be able to teach therapists how to advocate for themselves on a level that they don't really know how to do right now. And we also provide news information about all kinds of industry happening and events. We do industry research. And we're really working with employers as well to help therapists excel in their careers and help employers create better opportunities for massage therapists. And really trying to lift up and elevate the massage therapist owned businesses. So the massage therapists that are employers who are actually starting businesses for people, I think they need a lot more support and a lot more help. And just kind of like working to create an employee centric workplace that's really sustainable for people. And then kind of our end game here in the next couple of years is going to be where we can connect massage therapists who have gone through the training and the education that we're providing with employers who we know are sustainable, are great employers, and are ready to push the industry forward. So that's kind of the gist of the whole thing.
Yeah, and something that eventually I'd like to chat with you is thinking about, okay, some of us are solopreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
especially working from home, and are sort of happy that way. And then some of us are hoping to maybe expand or maybe move into, a commercial workspace. So maybe you can talk about a little bit about what the USO LMT can do for that.
Yeah, so I think that you have really hit a portion of our industry that's really underrepresented. And when I saw that you had started this group, I was so excited. I was like, wow, someone needed to do that. And I'm glad that you did. And I was right there to be one of the first ones to support it because I know it's definitely needed. Working from home is something I've thought about as a massage therapist. It's something that I wish that I could do in my city, but the laws don't allow it here. And so, one of the things I think that we can do for therapists who want to work from home is to really work on starting to change the municipal, like city codes, to have it be allowed. And I really think that this is something that is doable, especially because now we have mobile massage therapists who are working out of other people's homes, which probably isn't as safe as working out of your own home for a massage therapist. And so I think that's definitely one of the things that we can do and start looking into. It's how do we get these laws changed? And a lot of it is really, petitioning or city, county, or whoever kind of handles that in your area. And then for solopreneurs, some of the things we do already, we already provide a bunch of free resources. So we have monthly business guides on our website. We have, and the business guides include all kinds of fun stuff. There's like promotions, promotional ideas, retail sales ideas, like daily holidays and events and ideas to celebrate all of those things with your clients. So if you're looking for a really fun way to kind of like stay on track with your business and like really do some fun things with your clients, get those business guides because they're totally free. We also provide client handouts on all different kinds of things. We provide posters. If you have a massage room, you want to have some sort of massage or awareness or massage related poster there. Those are on the website. They're easily printed out at Staples or Office Max or something like that. And then eventually what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on we're going to be starting this really soon, but we're working on getting a learning management system set up. And then we're going to be creating a sort of a bridge program. So like when a student graduates school, they're missing a lot of information, right? So we want to create a program like if those students want to go into their own business, we're going to create a set of videos that teaches them exactly how to do it step by step. If they want to work from home, then we might recruit therapists who work from home to provide an educational series that teaches them how to do that and then what challenges that they might face. So it's really a lot of like partnership and collaboration and getting all of these programs together, but that's the direction that we're headed.
Yeah, and I know I've used quite a few of those resources for running a business. Those printouts are really nice. Just something, our clients sit on the table or they're waiting for us to come in or they're getting dressed. It's just like that quick thing that they can glance over and look at while they're getting ready. That can be really helpful just to, add to the whole experience for the client. So I really appreciate those because I don't have to make them myself.
I know
um,
those are fun. And a lot of those were things that I had and I used in my own private practice when I first started. So it just
mhm.
kind of made it prettier.
Yeah, so being a member of the USOLMT is basically being a part of an organization that has a common goal to elevate the industry. So maybe you can tell me a little bit about what the vision is for that.
Right. So our industry, when I first started, I did like a 4 month study on what the biggest problems were in our industry. And I actually identified like 10 different things that everyone was really complaining about, everyone was having such a hard time with, or they just didn't think that this was right. And a lot of it, like our number one thing was massage education. That's a thing that I think everybody seems to have a bit of a problem with, especially like the longer that they're in the industry. So massage education, I feel like needs an overall. The human trafficking, prostitution, and all of that stuff going on in our industry, sexual solicitation of us as massage therapists. I think there's a lot that we can do there to really help to protect our therapists better, and also to get involved with working to change laws that actually protect us rather than make us pay for these problems, which is kind of what happens now. Um, and then there's so many more, wages, compensation, employment is a huge issue. And there's so many issues within that issue that are just kind of crazy. And that's really like where my passion is. But we've got so many people on our board and everybody has a different passion and something that they're just really, really focused on and trying to make things better in the industry. So that's why I really love the team that we have right now. It's awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, and I saw that you're having a board members meeting in March, was it? I
Yeah.
forget exactly when it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's March 18th. And if you're a member, you can come. I really want all of the members to come to our board meetings because our whole association is built on transparency. We There's so much stuff that goes on with some of the other organizations where members kind of feel like they're in the dark and they don't know what's really going on. And there's been a lot of complaints about that. So when I started this, I was like, I'm going to tell you everything that's going on. Let's be completely transparent. Like our members can log into our website and get our financials every single month. They can log into our website and get a membership video from me that tells them everything that we've been doing for the whole entire month. And they know like where their money's going and all of that stuff. And so I really want our members to have a voice in our association too. And so that's why I want to make these online so everybody can come and join, listen to everything that we're doing, you know, with the board, the decisions that we're making, and also be able to provide input, because our members are really, I want them to be able to kind of steer the direction of what we're doing. It's not really about me.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, and if you are a member, you can also utilize some of the graphics for your websites. It's another organization that you can belong to. Now, the USOLMT is not a specifically a CE provider or a insurance provider, but you can get affordable CEs and insurance through the USOLMT. Is that correct?
Yes. So we partner with discount providers, continuing education providers, and also an insurance company called Insurance Canopy. So a lot of body workers have heard of the Insurance Beauty and Body Work. Insurance Canopy is just a sister company of them. And a lot of the information we have on our site, if you go on our site under the join menu, you can find out all about the insurance that we have. It's A+ rated insurance. It's absolutely wonderful. It's the same amounts as the other associations. So you get the same amount of coverage. And we also have some extras. So like you can pay a little extra if you're a mobile massage therapist and you want all your products covered and anything that you take with you. It's called an inland marine insurance. So that's available. I think it's like $15 extra. The only thing with our insurance is that cupping isn't covered. So if you do cupping, it's $35 extra. But what we did is we made the membership so affordable that it's still lower priced than the other two associations, even
Mm-hmm.
if you have to pay those extras. So, and I really wanted it to be this way. If you want to stay a member of the other associations, that's awesome. Please do that. They provide a lot of great things. This is a way to expand the benefits that you have in the industry, and also to kind of get involved with something new, because I don't know if you know this, but like the same things have been happening in our industry for like 40 years over and over and over. Right. And I'm really all about forward thinking. How can we change this? What can we do different? And really trying to get therapists who are newer involved in this, because I think we need their ideas and their passion and where they want to go. And a lot of our other leaderships just they've been around for so long, you know, and they're it's great. They have the experience. That's wonderful. But at the same time, we need to have fresh ideas coming forward to really propel our industry, which we don't really have right now.
Mm-hmm.
But now
And
we
the
will.
thing is, we're not in competition with each other. The more that we promote each other, the better the word gets out for, the community to patronize our services. So it really is a beneficial thing all around. So, and especially a lot of times someone will start working out of their home in the goals of having a studio space or having employees, or there are even some people with employees in their home. And I don't want to discount that. And I don't want to say that, a home-based body worker is less than or different than someone who has a studio space. But I think that that's a good segue for people that you're looking for in your organization, because sometimes that's where it comes from. And they can really struggle with, okay, there's all of these things that I just don't feel prepared for based on my education. So I think I had a point with that, which was coming back to me, like, what do you think some of those struggles are?
As far as home-based business,
Or just in general, what do you think some of the fresher minds or newer minds are have to face?
okay. So I think there's so much. One of the number one things that I have seen over the last couple of years, and I've been to board meetings in 13 states, all over the place, and just I'm trying to get this like bigger view of what's going on in our industry. And the uptick in sexual solicitation against massage therapists is so much higher. And, it's almost kind of scary when you're in your house and you're serving strangers, or if you're a mobile massage therapist and you're serving strangers, if you're getting referrals and these are friends and family, that's great. But what do you do when somebody who you don't even know comes to your house, at your house, and does this to you? And I think that's a really important thing that we need to figure out. And we have to be incredibly assertive and, be able to protect ourselves in our own homes. Like, it's kind of crazy if you're serving strangers in your house and you don't really have the confidence to be able to protect yourself. So I think that's really important.
Yeah, and that's something eventually I'd like to work on is this suggested scripting of, someone's coming to your home. What questions are you asking right away? Like, what are the boundaries that you've set to avoid the situation of someone coming in and, either attacking or even saying something inappropriate can feel like nothing to them and can be, devastating to us. So, yeah, I definitely would say that. I found it interesting because I might get these letters wrong. The FSTMB, the people who administrate the MBLEX, sent out a
Mm-hmm.
survey last year um, saying that we hear about people who talk about sexual harassment in the workplace, but our numbers aren't showing that. But the thing is, the magnitude of a single sexual harassment scenario is so much larger than the numeric frequency of it. So
Mm-hmm.
the emotional
Yeah.
space that it takes up. And that's something that, I certainly want to see people move beyond it and be able to have the power to, either let that roll off of their shoulders or not have to hear it in the first place. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can definitely say that. Um, maybe you can give us some tidbits for people who are home based. Like, what are some of the things that USOLMT has found can be very helpful for them?
Well, I think definitely having some sort of marketing plans to really get your business off the ground is important. And, to be honest with you, I would probably just, if it were me, I would start with friends and family and referrals, and every person that you see has a network. And having those people leave reviews for your business, those people are the ones that can give you, more connections. And then going out to like businesses in the community, I feel like that's another really good way to do it. We can talk about how to set up events within the community. We've got a lot of experience on our board, and all of us have had some sort of experience or something related to the problems that you might be facing. So really when I think about it, I just want to say whatever your problem is, we can probably fix it, or we can help you deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
because we have so much of this going on. So it's like, our big mission is really to empower every massage therapist, and we take all kinds of issues. Like, we help therapists directly. So if somebody messages me or they're having a problem, or I see somebody in a group that's struggling, like I will say, hey, if I can do something for them, this is what I do, you know? And a lot of the other people on our boards will do that too. We're just here to support people with basically whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm actually going to be a part of an advisory board for the state of Arizona. So this is not our state board, but this is kind of more of an advisory board to our state board. So that's going to be starting up pretty soon. And some of these things like task forces and things like that, I think that we can, once we start getting enough members in our states to be able to pull them together into kind of like a unit, then they can help to start representing, our needs and our mission throughout their states. So we're working to get a point person in every state to start getting that set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we kind of grow from there, these kind of like units will be able to kind of take over what's going on within their states. And we will give them the resources and the tools and the funding to help them do that.
Yeah, and I know that some people like their biggest challenge is just being able to deal with the board because they don't know how to find it. they don't understand the regulations. They don't know how to transfer. And I know that's a much bigger thing than just the USOLMT. But I know that you have been very active with different members who've been looking to go to one place or another.
Yeah.
So
No, we've got all different kinds of memberships. If anyone is a student, student memberships are free. School memberships are free. So if you own a massage school and you help us sign up your students, it's free. If you are a continuing education provider and you work with us to provide a discount or a free course to our members, you get a free membership. Otherwise, educator memberships are $60, and we're still kind of building on our plan our plan for working with educators. You know, we have the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education out there, but we have a different idea of what we want to do for educators, which is really help them work out issues within their schools and with their students, and also help them, you know, grow their massage schools. Because I don't know if you saw, but like AMTA reported, I think there were 26 graduates from all massage schools across the nation last year. Like, that's not
that's it?
enough. Yeah, it's not enough. The year
No,
before that, it was 32 graduates per school for the year. And that's not enough massage therapists. We have more massage therapists leaving than we have coming in to the industry.
and schools, so many schools closed either
Mhm.
during the pandemic or very recently for multiple reasons. So,
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got the educator membership, and then we have the professional membership. It's either a monthly or an annual if you want to. Like I said, it's a lot cheaper than the other associations, and we're still growing. So there's a reason why it's cheaper, right? And as we grow and expand things, that might change. But right now is a really good time to get in because we're kind of on the ground floor, and you can give us all of your ideas and your input for how you would like to see this go. So.
mhm. Can you talk about uh, maybe walk us through joining and what is involved in that?
Yeah, so it's actually pretty simple. So if you go on our website and just go to the join menu, join today, it kind of explains everything. So you just scroll down. We process our memberships every Monday. So if you join on a Thursday, you might have to wait a few days to be able to get your membership login because we like to sort of vet people who are joining the organization. And so our professional memberships, we get, you know, you've got the option to get the A+ rated liability insurance. You get some free on-demand learning. We have leadership training access. So every member in our organization has the ability to see all of our policies and to be able to get training for how to lead our organization. Because at some point, I want to just sort of be over here, like in the background somewhere where nobody knows me, and have other people come in and just keep those ideas fresh, right? I don't want to do this for the next 10 years, you know, spouting off however I feel, right? I want
Mhm.
to have other people come in and join and just keep this turning over, you know, a little bit more frequently, like every 2 to 3 years is kind of what I would like to see, as long as we have enough people who can get involved and the option is there to learn for free on how to do it. Um, and then you know, we've got the blog, the podcast, issue briefs, industry solutions, everything is in there. So if you just kind of scroll down on this page, you can go to, there's a subscribe button. You just choose the drop down. Do you want to go monthly or annually? And hit subscribe. It will take you to a membership form. You fill it out, and then we will be in contact. So it'll take the following Monday after you join. You'll get your welcome letter. You'll get a login to our website. Um, we will grant you access to that. And then through that, you'll also get a link to our USO LMT members Facebook group. So I have one for members only. And then we also have another informational group called Massage Therapists Redefining the Future. So that's sort of our external kind of outreach group. And we get a lot of, you know, ideas and information from therapists in that group too, which is pretty cool. And then we'll move them into the members group if they decide to join. So,
Okay, that sounds great. So we're here at 5:30, which was the official end of everything, and nobody has joined yet. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And Stephanie has always been so gracious in answering any concerns or questions I've ever had for her. I'm sure that I am not. alone in that special treatment. So I'm sure she'd be happy to answer any questions you may have for it as well. Stephanie, can you advise where they can learn more about your organization?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, www.usolmt.com, explore the website. You can kind of read over our offerings and what we do, the partners that we work with, and everything. So just kind of explore. If you have questions, you can always email me at usolmt@gmail.com. I check that the most frequently.
USOLMT is a nonprofit organization, which was something that was very near and dear to my heart. It was very important to me that I join organizations that invest back into the future of an organization. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that's it. I think you pretty much covered everything. So, do you have any more questions for me?
I can't think of any at the moment. I'll go ahead and stop recording and I'll, I'll check back in with you. Thanks
All
so
right.
much, everybody who watches this. Feel free to comment below if you have any suggestions for stuff we should talk about, because I do plan on doing more of these Zoom events in the future.